At this moment, if we look at what's happening right now with the firearms, more specifically, I think the most practical answer would be because the firearms are more accessible and it's easier to get them. So that would be for me one of the main reasons why there's this wave of weapon violence in Montreal. I really don't believe, from what I'm seeing, that young people are more violent than before. I think that would be quite a myth to say that. But indeed, there's more gun violence specifically, and that's true. And I think that could be easily explained by the accessibility and some ongoing conflicts right now in Montreal between some groups of young people. What we're seeing lately, and again, to focus more on the current wave of violent crimes that weren't looking before, is younger, without previous records sometimes, never facing accusations, and that's something new. And I think that's something troubling and overwhelming for us as lawyers, because usually we see like a pattern. We see like crimes against propriety, and then assault, and then we see bigger crimes. I chose to specialize in young offenders because I do believe that we can really make a difference. Because, you know, I have a lot of my clients that are in crossroads in their life, and I try to do my best as a lawyer and sometimes as counselor, human being, and honestly it works. I mean, most of the kids that I represent and I represented in the past, there's something to do. I cannot say that all of them will be good citizens in the future, but most of them we can have an impact. Yes, the law can be changed and the law should change, but not to do a handgun ban, because, I mean, first of all, they cannot have a license to have a handgun, first of all. Second of all, none of my clients have a license for a handgun. That's not an issue. I will tell you what the loophole in the law is right now. And it's a bit weird for me to tell you that as a defense attorney, but the big problem is the following. One of the reasons why the kids do the shootings, it's because the adults tell them, well, if you have no previous record and you do a shooting, or even if you're found with the possession, there's a loophole in the law that says that normally detention cannot be granted because it does not fit within the categories of infractions that could lead to detention, which are violent crimes, and possess a gun is not a violent crime in the way that the law is written. You have to have a pattern of being found guilty. You have to have a pattern of breaching your conditions, or it must be an exceptional case. So that's a loophole that should be closed in the law right now, because that's one of the reasons why there is more gun violence.